real estate agent, but in a past life as a student named Kevin. How weird is the idea that you could be in the same room as two different people? And what happens to the person you are if you could remember the person you used to be?
The only place in Dublin that you could have been studying was here.
Really? The only place?
The only place.
Okay.
This was the only place where Catholics were getting recognized university degrees. And that was in the mid-1880s. So we kind of have a sense of time of when Kevin would have been here.
Yeah. Well, they could have been.
So it works.
Mid-20s,
the timeline works.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's weird.
There's a couple more things to show you.
Okay.
There's actually a space upstairs.
Yeah. I could see myself walking somewhere. I'm very serious.
Are you ready to go through the door?
Oh, it's there. Well,
Okay.
my heart's beating. Yeah.
This is the classroom. This is where Kevin would have studied.
Yeah. Okay.
Take a look around. I'll tell you something. The other interesting thing that you mentioned in your regression is that on your desk you had 3 books.
A Bible? A missal?
Yeats was published, his first poems were published in the Dublin University Review, which would have been circulating at that time in 1885. That's the same time that this school was just opening up and granting university degrees to Catholics.
Kind of leaving me speechless.
What do you think?
I'm there for a purpose, a mission. There's a very definite sense that I'm there for a reason. Is there another space in this building?
Why do you ask?
Because while this resonates, there was another space that was smaller than this.
I can't believe he just asked me that. There is a small office across the hall.
The room feels like a prison. I want to get out of the room. My heart is beating, and I've worked really, really hard to be skeptical about all this. And what happens is emotionally, some stuff starts happening, like when I'm here, that generally, overcomes my skepticism. And it's just like something that I haven't wanted to say. But yeah, this feels strikingly familiar.
This is a place that I wonder if it'll seem familiar to you.
Yes, it does. It's familiar. This, I don't know why, but this little indent here, you know how because the fireplace is here and there's an indent with this corner, like, just so you know how there's this little corner here. That resonates very much as a detail. Because when I look this way, that was the view in the regression when I was looking. It would be like in the regression as if I was standing here, right here. It was, it's really freaky, but it was about here. See how that comes out? That was what I saw in the regression there. This was and it wasn't like this or anything. It was like this, right like this angle.
Looking onto your sort of
exactly
desk.
Yes, desk and that corner.
Do you have any sense that you've been here before?
I'm totally resisting saying yes. Yeah, I do. I want to leave. Yeah, I'm like now starting to really sweat. I don't know what's going on here. You know? It feels like it just stops. I don't know how. It just stops. The only thing I can think of is, the only thing that's coming to me is a knife or something. Here. I killed myself.
Well, if he was a pauper, he was buried just up here.
Okay, let's go look.
Shane McTomish is the historian of the Glasnevin Cemetery. Bill said that Kevin was destitute by the time he killed himself. Could he be one of the 200,000 Dubliners in the unmarked patch ahead?
Suicide in deeply Catholic Ireland would have been probably the most shameful thing that a family member could have done. You know, it would have been as bad as, I don't know, giving up the faith and turning into a Protestant, even worse in fact, because it wasn't just that you could repent, it was too late to repent. There's Cerberus, the dog of the underworld. That's him.
Okay. You're not worried about it?
No. It wasn't that with suicide you couldn't repent. It was too late, you were dead. It was an eternal damnation.
So there would have been, for anyone remaining, enormous secrecy, enormous shame.
In true Irish fashion, they would have swept it under the carpet and never speak about it again.
And all of that lifetime set in Dublin would lead to the only possible place would be here.
Oh, if he committed suicide in the 1880s, 1890s in Dublin with very little money, there was nowhere else he could have been buried but here.
In this little plot of land?
In this little plot of land here.
I know I have to bring Bill here, but that's different from wanting to. What does a person do when they're taken to what might be their own grave? I was a bit reluctant to take Bill to what might be Kevin's grave. I didn't expect the research to turn up such definitive locations.
So worth coming here?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Bill was happy, almost eager to come along.
Let's say that Kevin existed.
Right.
And that he was Catholic.
Right.
And that he was poor. And that he also committed suicide.
Yes.
There's only one place in Dublin that he would be.
Right.
And it's right where we're standing.
Right under us?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Would he have been buried here even though he had committed suicide?
Yeah. This is where they put suicides.
Oh. And so Kevin could probably one of them.
Well, if all of the fragments of the research and of what you said lead to one destination.
Here.
Right here.
Right here. Well.
Just take your time.
I killed myself. Well, this kind of like does finish the tour in a sense, because it's at the end.
What do you think?
It's really interesting. I hadn't thought a lot about it, but I knew that suicide in the Catholic Church is grave, or not meant to be that way, very serious, and that people that committed suicide, it was unspeakable. Here.
And as you look back over that lifetime,
What wisdom and understanding can you bring from that lifetime into your current life?
Doesn't have to be that way. To just capture the love that's there, to see it and to experience.